Should you summon?
約束したんだ。諦めないってな。
いつも心配してくれてありがとう。
よし、行こう。
What is good everyone, Tatsumi here and welcome to my first Should You Summon video, with a limited crossover Christmas Lime units and Christmas Lime equipments, so let's talk about them one by one. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I hope you do, just click the subscribe button and turn the notification bell for more videos like this in the future. Okay, without being said, let's start. First we have Santa Romoro. Santa Romoro is a nuke unit and strong against giant boss. His arts reduces damage from giant bosses by 30%, and if you have Emilia from ReZero callout, their art will overlap up to 50% damage reduction. But it's limited, only works on giant bosses. This is the downside of Santa Romoro. Let's say, most of the in-game bosses are giants, but humans are the most difficult opponent in the game, example Ganon and Vitz. But his true art is very strong, increases all allies damage by 60% and magic damage by 60%. This 120% damage buff is quite exceptional, even if you have physical damage dealers in your team, the 60% damage buff also works great. And he also have a passive ability, Holy Star. It increases water and demon units damage 30% up, in a total of 150% damage buff to all allies. This is insane if you have Juno. Santa Milam. Santa Milam is kinda looks good, especially with her true arts gives crit rate to all allies and auto-fills arts gauge by 3. She has a high damage and strong equipment slot. If you don't have a strong critical attacker and sustain in your team, then go for her. She deal a decent amount of damage, especially with her passive fatal blow. Gives 40% critical damage, and her art works well with mono fire. A crit rate buffer, team up her with Swick for a stable defense, and a crit rate. Actually she fits in every team comp, especially if your team doesn't have crit rate. Cause you know crit rate is ridiculously insane damage buff in the game. She may not useful in short battles, but for long battles like raids stuff like that, she can be your main attacker or support as well. It's very useful. All I can say is, she is a decent unit. And Santa's young. You're thick girl. If you're a fan of a unit that can stack own damage, then go for this unit. She has a passive ability. Own damage and attack up by 30% every time arts or true arts use up to 150%. Though she is kinda hard to use, her stacking damage is only 30% up, so you have to do it 5 times to max her passive 150%, but she's fun, and it depends on how you use. Her true arts has a massive damage 63,000% and increases own accuracy by 100%. That 100% accuracy makes her unique. And also good in high evasion bosses. But man, Juno existed. She might that good for you, but she need a lot of effort to max her true potential. And here is the important part of the video. Should you summon? Of course yes. Aim for Santa Romoro and Santa Milam, and especially if you're a whale, it's a limited units, good animation, and we don't know when it returns. So, for us free to play it's a skip for now. If you see these purple color, well let's try our luck, but remember Dark Romoro comes next, and these banner will stay till March 4, so don't hesitate to click these purple color. And if you are saving for Dark Romoro, you should never press this button. Just come back to this banner after you get Dark Romoro. I hope so. And move on to the gacha equipments. We have Romoro Santa Suit, a support equipment. It increases all allies arts gauge by 40 and auto-fills demon units arts gauge by 6 for 5 seconds. It's a nuke equipment with 120 second CT, that's too high for a gacha equipment. And if your unit is demon, it gets 70 arts gauge max. It's kinda funny though, these typo is cheaper and much better than this expensive equipment. Not gonna lie. Milam Santa Coat. A heal equipment, recovers HP by 20% for the lowest HP unit. Auto recovers all allies HP by 5% for 6 seconds. Well, it's a good heal and short CT. But I think Demonic Wicked Globe is better, cause it's cheaper and farmable. And we have Xian Santa Dress, a defense equipment, reduces 20% of physical damage taken by all allies and increase paralyze resistance by 100% for 30 seconds. To be honest, I'm a fan of defensive equipments, and this is a game changer. Man, 100% paralyze resistance for 30 seconds with 40 seconds CT. This is pretty insane equipment. And lastly, Milam's Thigh Highs, a physical equipment, 3000% fire damage auto-fills own arts gauge by 2, and if the user is a fire additional 1 for 6 seconds. This is good equipment for Gerald and fire units that has physical slot, low CT, and it's like having 3 passive arts gauge per seconds. It's really good arts gen equipment. Should you summon? Overall, There are 3 good equipment in these banner. So, it's a yes. Especially for the defense and the physical one. They both OP, and if you're lucky and get Jean Santa dress. Man, you can stop pulling on that banner. And yeah, it's really worth, and if you are having trouble with DOT floor 20, this might help you pass on that floor. That's it for now, and if you find this video helpful, please leave a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and see you guys again soon. Later.